So then we see, and then we see. Shop has an upgrade today, but it's barely up. $830 target. Think about this. You have a $700 stock. You want somebody to put in $700 and it can only go up 100 points. Wow. This is not so good. The China stocks, Baba, Baidu, they're all down a little bit, but not a lot. Do they push again? Let's see. Then we see. Obviously, yesterday we came on and said Twitter, and then we bought Twitter. And what a beautiful play, 120 to 3. And if you bought the other ones, the 55s, they went from 120 to 190 back to 120. And then we see. Yesterday he already said, do you want an edit button? So then we see on that. Very interesting. So he's going to start saying stuff on this. And he should, because there's so many things Twitter can do. I can give you 5 things that destroy trolls right away. If Sam blocks you and you can't tweet to Smarter Trader, that account basically goes away. They lose that account, but they don't want to lose that account. So why not charge them money? Charge them $5 every time they want to tweet Smarter Trader. That'd be hilarious. But that means all these things go away. They can fix this. Not hard to fix this, okay? Interesting. Snowman, it's right there. If it can get to 246 and break, it can get to 262, 260, 272 area. Then we see. Outside of that, once again, you're kind of just sitting here. Amazon was strong yesterday. Everything else a little bit weak today, but you want to just see Tesla go. And if Tesla goes, it'll go and go and go and go and go. Once again, just like yesterday, don't have a lot today, so you just got to chill and wait. When news comes, we go pounce on it. But it was a great day because we bought Tesla, and then they're going to open it 26. They make it 30 for them, 30 from 11. Once again, great day, Mr. Omen. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, yesterday was tech day. They were buying tech. I'm looking at VIX around 18 or 19, kind of back to normal levels. After market rallied big in March, April seems to be trending the same so far. Too early to tell. We'll find out on Wednesday. But so far, all of the reactions to the Fed have been temporary. So not that maybe a day or two, and then back to trend, right? So I don't, so I think that the market has changed a little bit. I wanted to wait to see, but I look at Apple. This is a $3 trillion company, and man, they're buying this every day. It only had 2 down days in the last 2 weeks or something. So this is back at highs almost here, near 180 is back to 3 trillion. So they're buying the large mega cap index tech stocks. I don't know so much, like when you look at Shop and stuff like that, they're not really piling in those anymore like they used to, right? So they're just they're buying the quality names, and they're taking the index up with it. So it's carefully crafted, So that's what we have. Other than that, it's fairly quiet market. Probably gonna wait for the minutes tomorrow. Twitter did get a downgrade, and from all the stuff I heard and read on this thing, it seems that people were somewhat positioned for this, and they were selling yesterday on this news. So Twitter, you have mixed following. It's kind of like Apple used to be in the early days. Some people loved it, some people hated it. That's kind of like that. But it's good to be in there. Obviously, you don't know what Elon is going to do, right? So, but I don't think anyone else. They've said it. I don't think anyone else is going to come in here and try to get into a into a proxy fight or position fight with Elon on that and drive up the price is just yeah, that's just not something that would work out well for both parties, because they would have to pay higher prices to buy the company and the money they want to spend to fix it. So I don't know, but that's what we have, Sam. So let's see what happens today, right? Is it positive?
Hey, I disagree with you on that. I think somebody's coming in. I think somebody's coming in. These people
possible.
They hate Elon so much. They hate him so much that they don't care. They're gonna come in. That's my opinion. Now, I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing because people with money notoriously want more power. They don't care about the money, and they want to be able to tweet. It's really funny. I already seen some messages on it that saying, "Elon, will you unblock Donald?" Isn't that interesting? Right? Interesting. And I don't know. But there's so many things he can do to make money on this. It's unimaginable how much he can do to make money. Now, let me tell you. So here are my things on.
I mean, advertisers may come back because of Elon.
Yeah.
Or more advertisers may come.
So advertisers, and this is the reality of the situation. I don't care if you like somebody, hate somebody, like a platform or hate a platform. So let's say Sam hates Facebook. But if Sam would advertise on Facebook and it works for him and he makes a ton of money because he doesn't give a shit that Facebook is bad. So that's the advertisers. That's the reality that nobody will tell you. Okay? Pepsi may hate what Twitter is and how it is and how ugly it can get. But if they can make money on it and it's valuable, they will do it. And it's that simple. It's that simple. Is it valuable? When Facebook was doing great, they would tell you, okay, you got 80 clicks. These are the 80 people, and 20 signed up. Now they can't tell you shit. They can't tell you shit. They don't know nothing. You don't know if they went to nobody and they just took your money. This is all about reality of the ad. And I don't know what the reality of the ad is. I'm not telling you that I know. I'm just telling you if it worked, people will use it. And the one thing Elon knows how to do, you may like him, you may hate him. He knows how to take Tesla prices up. He knows how to take Tesla prices down. He knows what commodities are going to be needed and what chips are going to be needed. And he's going to go make the deals for those chips. These chips, let me tell you, this GM and all this stuff, they still don't understand the concept of, we need all these chips for our cars. But we're not going to order what we need because we want them just in time still. They still want to do that. They're still doing that, Omid. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're still doing that. You just can't make this up. George is telling us I used to use Facebook every day. When I was using my advertisement for my business after receiving bad leads, I stopped using Facebook. Absolutely. Everybody does that. And that's the problem with Facebook right now. Think about it. If you go out there, you log into Facebook, and then you go do a search for something, and all of a sudden you're getting hotel rooms in Russia. In Russia. You're like, I'm not going to Russia. But they're marketing Russia to you. So their algos are all wrong. They're all wrong. Okay? Don't know where's Mr. Rolf here. Rolf is like, Rolf can't just do 5 or 8 or 10 trades. He's like doing hundreds. He's doing hundreds. He's like, I'm hitting everything. When I hit everything, I just do more.
He's an algo.
Jeez, I mean, I don't know how these guys do.
SPX algo.
I mean, these guys are out of control. They're just boom, 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 in and out, in and out. I made 5 points. I mean, it's just excellent trading. They're doing a great job. But it's hard. Mr. Ralph, what's going on?
Good morning, Sensei Sam, Omid, Dojo. Yesterday I didn't do 100, but I did 9. So I did 9 trades. I had 6 green and I had 3 red and I had 7 calls and 2 puts. And normally I'm very on the money in my first call and in my last one. And guess what? These are the ones I screw up yesterday. I screwed up the first one, which means your confidence level goes down. And then you screw up the last one. Well, now you're really down. But the good thing is you make money in between. So it was a very nice uptrend day. It only crossed the VMA, the variable moving average, like 3 times. No, it stayed above. And for me, and we are all looking for clues. And for me, one of the major clues is the first pivot point around 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If we pivot, but we don't pivot below the VMA, so we go up, 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 we pivot down, but we don't break the VMA, meaningful. And that is for me a clue for the next couple of hours in the morning, we will stay above, so we will stay green. So that's when I focus on calls. And that was the mistake I made. I bought a put to first instead of following my own rule. Wait till 10 o'clock, see what the pivot point does, and then go back in. But again, that's snow from yesterday. So today, and you guys already said it, we have mixed markets. The SPX was already green in the morning, way morning. And then the EU announced additional sanctions versus Russia. So we can turn back into green, I think, very, very fast. Keep in mind, main China is still closed today for a holiday. So the SPX, I don't even know where it is, up or down, left or right. I think it was down a little bit. But the SPX is trying to print the 9th consecutive daily close above the 200 moving day average. I mean, that's interesting. The bonds are a little bit lower. The commodities are strong, especially wheat. I mean, not the one you smoke, the one you eat. The energy is strong, led by natural gas. Industrial metals are a little bit higher. And in general, cryptocurrency are a little bit higher. Just one more quick word on trading. Everybody has their own trading style. And I cannot trade like Sam because I'm just not that smart. So I found a system for me that works. And people say, well, how can you make money if you sell when you make 20 or 30%? Well, you don't do 100 times, but let's say you do 7 times. You do 7 times, you lose 2, which means you make 5. And you sell at 20, 30%, you buy 10 contracts, you put in 5,000, you take out 6, you make $1,000, and you do this 5 times, that's 5,000 a day, so that's $1 million a year. That's not bad, with very little risk, but you got to be consistent and you have to stick to your game plan. And then, when you are in the mood, then do a good shot with Sam, but find your own trading style. Everybody's different. Again, I cannot trade like Sam, not even close to him. I tried it and I really failed because I'm just not that smart. So find your trading style, move, trade what you have in front of you, and have a good day. I think we can go back to green today when this Russia thing, I mean, this is the 42nd day of the invasion. We are trying to get used to it, but there are more sanctions, and let's see what's happening today, and have a good time, guys. Thank you very much, Sam and Omid.
Okay, thanks, Rolf. So then we see. But here's the thing: if the market stays here and if it can get over this 4,600, it can get a little bit better, right? It gets a little bit better, and then we see today. Like I said, very straightforward. Techs are lower. See if they pop back up a little bit, and then we see. Remember, Shanghai now they're saying it's not going to open until the 11th for Tesla, so that's a negative. They're going to lose 11 days of production there. So just know that's out there. But do they make it up? Elon always knows how to make this up. Okay. Then we see. Okay. You, Patel, please just send me an email at smartertrading411@yahoo.com. Okay. We'll address that there. Okay. Thanks. Okay, let's get started here. Let's start the recording. Good morning. 4545. Stocks go up, stocks go down, then we see. Okay. SPX down about 5. That's at 45. 75-ish, somewhere in there. You got 4600, 4621, 4652 accelerator. 4552 would be bad on the downside. NVIDIA 276, 282, 286, 282. Okay. Land research in no man's land. 526 down, then 521. Over 552 would be better. CrowdStrike just sitting there and not doing nothing. 221 down, 236 up. Zscaler 258 up, 250 Zscaler 241 down. PanW, this 630 seems to be very hard. 632 up, close over 636. Accelerator underneath 600 would be bad. Amazon doesn't go positive 3,400, then really runs if it does. Under 3,300 bad. GME 172, 176. Roku 141, 152. Underneath 126 bad. Snowman trying to go 246, big number. Twitter 52, 56. Baba 122 is a big number. Baidu 159 is a big number. Shopalicious 757, huge. UPSD 118, 122, 126 accelerator. Google 2872, 2900. Tesla 1152. Okay. George says I do my own strategies and do some of Sam's trades. Understand to have confidence. Can we lie to ourselves? Absolutely. Roblox, will that come into motion? Don't know. I'm on Twitter, daily calls. We'll talk about that. Tesla is going to crush it with more killer news abroad. We'll see. Here's the thing, guys. Doesn't matter what you think. Doesn't matter what you know. Only matters what is. It only matters what is. If there's a rumor out there that Tesla has a battery for 1 million miles. Let's say 1 million miles, unchargeable. You don't have to charge it again. And you believe it. It only matters if it's real. It only matters what is. Doesn't matter if everybody's saying they can do X, Y, and Z. Trading is about what is and what's happening. And when that happens, we pounce and we succeed. Yesterday, we knew Twitter right off the bat. People are sending me like, well, Twitter just went down $2, Sam. And I'm just like, all we're doing is giving you information. If you like it, go buy it. If you don't like it, don't go buy it. To me, it was stunningly simple. And it still is. Everybody that wanted an Elon stock at $50 that he was in is going to buy it. And if they buy it and they hold it, this thing's going to be $72 and $100 very soon. And think about if you don't buy Twitter and it goes to 100, it's only 30 billion, so that would take it to 60 billion. And then he doubles it again and it goes to 100 billion. So that means stock's at 200. And see what he does. And if he does that, and you miss an Elon stock again from 50 to 200, then it went to 4,000. Nobody's saying it's going to 4,000. What are you going to do? You missed it again. And so, worst case, most people are buying 100 shares. They're like, I'm buying 100 shares. I'm buying 200 shares. And I'm going to buy an Elon stock, and maybe it goes to shit. So it goes down to 40 or 30. But I'm okay with that because I'm just going to buy Twitter. It really is that simple. And that's what's taking it up. And nobody even teaches the basics of stuff like this because they don't even know it. They don't understand it. If you missed something, if you missed an Apple, think about this. I remember Apple the day that the Zune came out. Everybody and their mother were saying, Apple's done. Apple's done. The stock's going to zero. It's done. Microsoft, too much competition. Netflix. Too much competition from Netflix. For Netflix. Everybody has too much competition. Really? I don't see any real competition for Twitter. All I see is they haven't been able to grow like they should. And can Elon make them grow? There's your question. If you say yes, you buy the stock. If you say no, you don't buy the stock. That's all we got. Thanks, everybody. Have a great trading day. See you, Chess.